What is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to a Ghost Recon Wildlands video. Today's video is going to be about the top 10 most favored weapons by you guys. You guys have actually sent me comments in and mentioned what weapons are your favorite from a bunch of different categories. So we have a mix of assault rifles, pistols, shotguns, LMGs and so much more in this video, just to keep it a little bit balanced. So let's head into the first weapon you guys love using in the game. The first weapon I have for you today is the M4a1 Carbine, which is a fully automatic variant of the basic M4 Carbine. This weapon is intended for special operations and it is very popular in Ghost Recon Wildlands. It was the most mentioned assault rifle when I asked you guys what your favourite weapon actually was. This weapon was introduced in May 1991 and it was actually put into service starting of 1994, the year that I was born. Now in real life, the M4a1 is used in almost all US special operations units, including the Marine Force Recons, the Army Rangers, the Army Special Forces, Navy SEALs, the United States Air Force Pararescue, and so much more. But of course, they're not just limited to this country. It is a very popular weapon. The second most favoured weapon is the Mk17. Now the Mk17 is a mod zero of the Scar H. It's a 7.62mm x 51mm carbine, assault and sniper rifle. It has many different functions depending on the barrel attached. Now this weapon in real life has been used to replace a lot of the other standard weapons that were used by the US Special Operations. As I said before, this weapon can be used for the carbine, assault or a sniper rifle. The standard is a 16-inch barrel, the close quarters is a 13-inch barrel, and of course the long range is a 20-inch barrel. The barrels are designed to be easily exchangeable, and this is to allow the weapon to be able to go from the role of being a sniper rifle to a battle rifle to then a close quarters battle rifle. It is extremely popular in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and there are also variants you can get of it in the game itself. It has many different attachments. It's very cool. I definitely advise giving this a tester if you haven't already. Prior to making this video, I hadn't really used it that much, and I've gave it a good shot and I really like it, but I do personally prefer the M4a1. Of course, in the comments guys, let me know what your favorite weapons are. Now the third weapon I have for you today is the only SMG that we have in this video, and that is the MP5. This is most likely the most popular series of submachine guns that have ever existed on this planet. It functions according to the proven roller delayed blowback principle, and it is tremendously reliable and very easy to use. So if this is the first ever time you ever touched an SMG, you'll be able to easily use this, and of course in game it's easy to handle as well. It's not very hard to believe that if this is the most popular submachine gun in the world, that there are 100 different variants of this weapon. The reason for this is just to cover a large number of different tactical requirements for a wide range of different users. This weapon is usable in all areas and under all conditions, making it an all-round brilliant weapon to use in Ghost Recon Wildlands and in real-life combat. So this weapon, I would say, is the only SMG that I really use. I don't touch anything else, and anybody who mentioned anything to do with weapons in Ghost Recon, the only SMG I ever saw mentioned was the MP5. It's an iconic weapon. It is in also pretty much every other shooter game that has ever existed. This weapon is in there. Our fourth weapon today is the Mk249. Now this is an LMG in the game. I also have another LMG that will appear in this top 10 as well, but this is the first one I'm going to be showing you. Now this is modelled off a real life weapon known as the Ares Shrike 5.56. This is an air-cooled dual feed light machine gun or assault rifle that fires a 5.56 x 45mm NATO cartridge. There is a visible difference between the Mk249 and the Ares Shrike, and this is the custom handguard. Now the personnel in real life that tend to be issued this weapon come from a special operations or paratroopal regiment background, because it is lightweight and it is also a high rate of fire, and it tends to be used but not limited to by the United States, United Kingdom and multiple Middle Eastern countries. Now I know LMGs aren't particularly the most popular in Ghost Recon Wildlands, but if you want to rampage across the landscape, go crazy, blow up some vehicles, take down some helicopters, LMGs do serve a purpose if you just want to go wild. And this was the first and most popular one that I saw in the comments across the video, where you guys gave me your input on the weapons you wish to see. Let me know in the comment section below your general opinion, your general thoughts about this weapon, and if you have a different LMG of choice, fire away in the comments, and let's move on to my fifth weapon. So the fifth weapon I have for you today is the second LMG that is in this top 10. This is a variant of the previous weapon I've just shown you, the Mk249. Now this weapon is of course modelled off the Ares Shrike as well. This is a very powerful weapon. It is a custom one which you get by defeating a boss in the actual sectors of Wildlands. This variant is known as the L'Armativo, and it is a very, very well designed, very posh looking weapon, and it's gonna kick ass, I promise you 100%. Take this into the battlefield in Wildlands and you will wreck the Santa Blanca and the Unidad like you've never wrecked them before. For our 6th weapon that was decided, this is the only shotgun I'm going to be featuring in this top 10, and if you don't know this, I will be very, very surprised. This is a very popular shotgun and it's known worldwide. This is the Spaz 12. This is a combat shotgun manufactured by the Italian firearms company Franchi, and they designed these between 1979 and 2000. The Spaz 12 is a dual mode shotgun adjustable for semi-automatic or pump action operation. As we all know, the Spaz 12 was put onto the civilian market and was sold to many police forces and different militaries, and of course it is featured in many movies, TV shows, and guess what? Video games. You have an adjustable stock and a butt as well for the shotgun. It's very customizable, and that's why it was then used as a combat shotgun in the military. If you didn't already know, the pump action mode on this shotgun is very reliable for firing low pressure ammunition such as tear gas rounds and less lethal bean bags. This firing mode can be easily switched by depressing the button under the foregrip and sliding the foregrip forwards or backwards until it clicks into position, allowing the rotation sleeve to open or close the gas ports. In Wildlands, this is a very powerful weapon. It shoots very, very quickly and it does a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it has to be extremely close range if you want to get one-shot kills, especially against the very heavily armored Unidad. They do take the ammunition pretty well, and I was playing on a lower difficulty to really test this, and they were still taking rounds from this shotgun. The spread is quite wide as well, so fighting against groups of enemies makes this weapon even more efficient. We are now on to lucky number 7. We are looking at the Remington Msr. This is the modular sniper rifle. It is a bolt action sniper rifle that is the most popular, other than of course the powerful HTI, in Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is a very new weapon, and it was designed and produced by Remington Arms for United States Army, and it was only introduced in 2009. Now, the MSR won the PSR competition, and it is now called the Remington Mk 21 Precision Sniper Rifle in the US military service. This sniper rifle is very popular among the sniper folk in Ghost Recon Wildlands. As you can see from the gameplay in the background, it is very efficient, it is very quick, and it penetrates rapidly. It does so much damage, and it can take out vehicles with ease. Now, it isn't as powerful as the HTI in the sense of damage ratio or per bullet, but it is a very strong weapon, and you can rely on this for taking out the Unidad and the Santa Blanca as you traverse through the landscape. The MSR is by far the most popular sniper rifle in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Every time I speak about snipers, that is the weapon everyone is mentioning. Number 8 is the second sniper rifle that is in this top 10, and it is also the last one. Unexpectedly, it is not the HTI or the L11. This is actually the BFG50, which you can get in Fallen Ghosts. It is a beastly, and it basically stands for Big Effing Gun. You might be able to quote that, and if you know exactly where that comes from, fire away in the comment section below and let everyone else know about that. Now, the BFG50 is an anti-material rifle chambered in 50 BMG, and it is one of the most reasonably priced 50 caliber BMG rifles in the civilian market. However, this isn't really meant to be used for the armed forces, so in game it's unbelievably powerful, as you can imagine. Now, if you've got Fallen Ghosts, it's worth getting. If you haven't already actually tried it, it's a great DLC. You will be able to use this sniper rifle. Unfortunately, we can't take it over to the main game. It's a shame. If you already have the DLC, it's something we've been asking for. However, this sniper is well worth using if you do get your hands on Fallen Ghosts. It is like the HGI, but souped up to the max. The 9th weapon I have for you today is known as the Lady Killer, and you get this while progressing through the Ghost Recon Wildlands story. And the Lady Killer is basically a variant of the 5.7 USG handgun in Wildlands. It comes with a pre-attached suppressor, laser sight, and of course the custom Lady Killer skin. I remember when I first unlocked this, I used it quite a lot, and it is a very powerful pistol. It is very, very good, and of course, out of all of the ones that were recommended to me to go and check out for this video, it was only this one and one more that was mentioned to me. So if you use this in game, let me know if you do, or do you use what's coming in number 10. Stay tuned. And finally, we have reached number 10. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. For number 10, we have the final pistol, and this is all round a beast. It is a D50. The D50 is unbelievably powerful, and as you can see from what you're going to be seeing in a moment, it fires 50 caliber rounds from a handgun. It destroys people. It's very well known for its damage output, putting enemies down in 1 to 2 shots alone, but it also falls short on the customization since there's only a laser sight that can be attached to this. This is a very popular weapon, and it is one of the best pistols. I always carry this one on me purely because of the overpowerful ability of it. It is ridiculous. It destroys you unit up close with 1 shot, and sometimes a little bit further away with 2 shots at the very most. It is a great pistol, definitely worth going and finding and attaching to your character. And that has been it. Thank you so much for contributing towards this top 10. If it wasn't for you guys saying your opinions, I wouldn't have been able to mix up such a great bunch of weapons from Ghost Recon Wildlands. So thank you so much for your continued support in the community, and I really do hope that you enjoyed this. Definitely go and find these weapons, definitely go trial them and see if you enjoy them for yourself. Of course, if you have other weapons that weren't mentioned in this top 10, feel free to put them in the comments section below. I'll see you in a future video. Banny's been 7, also known as Martin Wood. Like and comment on all that you love. Peace.